Yeah. Exactly kind of what the title says. I'm actually shocked. And that, I don't know. Should I be surprised? Yeah, I mean, it's doing that slow pan again. Why does it keep doing that? How do I figure out making this thing so it doesn't do the slow pan? I gave it a shot, man. I think that's what's, that's maybe what's frustrating. I really did give it a shot. That's what's nuts. I actually wanted to get out there and rip it. And I didn't even expend the batteries to anything.
Everyone has
yeah, there we go. Got a nice ad on there. Make sure you watch them ads. So I'm back again. Here's how dirty it got. This is where I'm perplexed. All right, so apparently I was trying to show, actually did take it out. You can tell I took it out. We got scratch marks, dig marks all over this thing. I really wasn't that abusive. I wasn't. We got a couple of diggers on the back. I don't know. Maybe I forget how to drive an MT. But yeah, got a little bit of an issue here. Literally broke a cup. So I took the obviously the body pins off. Just gonna disconnect this because I'm fairly confident I don't have cups for this truck, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. I don't know. I want to say like I'm a little irritated, but I can't tell if I should be irritated with myself or what, because it was actually ripping nice. That's the part that I'm kind of confused about. I don't feel like I was excessively abusive to it. So these packs didn't even really get a chance to get used. I mean, I did rip it a few times, but for that rear cup to break that fast, that's what I don't like. John G, what's going on, guy? So you can see right there. I think you can see. Right there, broken cup. Right in half, like literally. Bring it this way. How? Did I literally just get like a bad one? Was there some kind of like a manufacturer defect that was within this one right here? Like how? I just that's why I say give up. That's why I give up on monster trucks, because I just apparently I can't drive them. Either that or I'm too abusive, but I don't think I was. Was a bad landing, and it's like it's one of those things where I think I don't know. I don't want to like write off. I'm always going to blame myself first because number one, I'm no RC something. You know what I mean? For that to break that quick. Plus, I don't like the way this thing is towed. This thing has got such an excessive amount of inboard tow in the back. And literally before I drove it, I was like, I'm going to take it out, take it for a few rips, see how it does. Then I'll bring it in, like literally word for word. Then I'll bring it inside and I'll adjust the toe front and rear, make sure the camber is what I want. And then we'll take it out again. Well, there is no taking it out again. I'll have to check my stock to see if I even have cups for this thing. But it's kind of frustrating. I mean, it's dusty. I will say, though, while it was ripping, it was doing a pretty damn good job. See? That's why I don't drive no monster trucks no more, because they break them. Because I break them. Not they break them, I break them. Dude, that was not worth destroying the body over. Look at it. This thing was a pristine body. Now it's all mangled. Got a punch through on the back there now. I don't know what that was. Shock tower. That was a slam. No, it's not shock tower. Shock end. That was a slam from the shock end. That must have been a pretty damn hard hit. All right, well, the body's not mint anymore. This was my first, like, shelf queen body. Not anymore. I've got literally like a ton of parts. I should see if I've got cups for this thing. Watch, I probably don't. John Chi, Jerry V. Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. I give up. I give up driving monster trucks. You broke in already. I did, dude. I did. Smokies. Like, I can't even, I feel like I can't even conceive. I know I was driving it bad, but it's like, give me a break here. I haven't driven. This monster truck acted totally different compared to the MT2. While the MT2 had a heck of a lot more slop in the front end, this one didn't. So when this thing went to go turn, I felt like I was almost unfamiliar with how, like, I don't know what I was expecting. I think my expectations were something else. Like, I think I expected it to drive like a bear, and it actually wasn't. It was actually handling. So I started getting, very minimally, I started getting it to go around that, nice curve berm thing that I've got, where I can, lay in some power, brake it, hit the brake, lay in a little bit of power so I get that rear end kicking around. And it started to go nice. And I started to get a little bit more confident, started hitting the jump, and I was like, oh, it's doing pretty nice. And then obviously I hit the jump wrong a few times. That's the other stuff people don't see. Nobody's perfect out there, especially with a brand new RC that they haven't driven before. And man, the hell! I wanted to rip this. I'm gonna have to take the other thing out now. The Mojave. Or actually, you know what? These battery packs actually fit in the UDR. I haven't taken the UDR out in a while, and I do need to expend those packs. But I just don't get it, guy. I literally have to go over the footage. I heard it break, but I didn't realize that's what broke. I thought I heard like a bumper mount snap. It had like, it had that kind of sound to it. Not a drive cup or an outdrive cup. Diff cup, whatever you want to call it. I hope I have. Actually, you know what? I might have spares. Do I actually have spares? Just might have spares. I suspect these should do it. These, I do have spares. But I almost feel like I have to like analyze it to like see why it broke. I forgot I had spares. So I do. So we could turn this into a live stream, tear apart the MT like on its first day, repair live stream. Might as well, right? Might as well see what it takes to take this rear differential out on the HoBao Hyper Sport and replace a drive cup. Because I do have two. I don't know how I figured that out. All of a sudden, I just got this mental shot. Guy, you've got spare cups. So let's see if these cups are actually right. Let's turn this into a repair video. This is more like a shop talk and wrench. I think I'm gonna have to retitle this. Shop talk and wrench. That's what it is. Shop talk and wrench. We're gonna do a online live repair, no instructions. I've never taken this thing apart before, but it's all easy, guy. All of it. All easy. Doesn't matter what it is, except when it comes to electronics. All of it is easy. Let's jump into it. Yeah, I think we should jump into it. We're just going to do it. Guy, STL Scion, what's going on, Guy? We're just going to do we're going to do an online live repair of a brand new, just ran it vehicle that I just broke. Like, I don't even know what the footage looks like. I had the GoPro on, I had the Note 8 on. Dude, and it also, how does it come to be? Like, see all the remotes? All these remotes weren't here, right? Out of all the HoBao, vehicles that I have, the one remote that I'm missing was the one that I have labeled. Where is it? I don't even know where the remote is now. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's it. I'm gonna quit. I just quit. I don't even know where the... Yeah, here it is. All right. No, that's not it. That's a red cat. Where's the remote? Dude, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm telling you. I don't even know where the remote is. I know I brought it in. What the heck? I quit. I just quit. That's it. Where's my remote? Oh, God. Because the remote is a dark color, it blends right in. So I try to label all the remotes, right? And I had thought that I had labeled the remote MT Sport. So what I do, I grab this one, I throw batteries in it, and I'm like, nah, that's for the big MT. That's not going to be it. Then I saw this one, and I'm like, all right. Well, this one's not even labeled. I wonder what this one's for. This one I'm pretty sure is for the truggy. Well, buggy. The SST buggy. I got to label that one. But this is the one remote. I swear to God, I spent 20 minutes trying to find this remote. So 20 minutes on top of being outside for like, I don't even know how long. I'm going to joke and say I was outside for like 5 minutes and I already broke it. I probably was longer, but that's going to turn into a live video repair. So anyway, today on RC Guy Garage, we're going to show you how to hopefully change out a diff cup in a HoBao Hyper MT Sport Plus. Now let's dive into it. What did I break? I broke a diff cup. Like an axle cup, not a diff. You know what I mean. Not the input cup, but I broke one of the outdrive cups. I can't believe it. I literally can't believe it. I drove this thing for like 5 seconds. I was just learning it too, man. And this thing, I almost feel like granted, it was limited, right? But because this is a smaller truck, I actually was having more fun with it than my larger MT, which is crazy. And I love that thing. So we're going to take out the differential in this. Again, no instructions. I'm just going to blow it apart. It's all, like I said, it's all easy. It's just getting stuff out of your way. And I think I'll even use my stand that I made just to prop it up if I can even find that. I probably can't find that either. Oh, the kaiju's on it. I think I might have to sit down for this one. All right. Get this thing up in the air. Hey, look at that. In the air. Yeah, kaiju. All right. So I'll try to put it like this, maybe, so you guys can like see. I don't know. Obviously, I'm going to take the wheel off. Thinking, by the way it's looking like it's going to be very easy to get that off, I believe. Maybe the thing's just too rigid and strong for its own diff cups. But looks like a couple screws right there just to relieve the shock tower. And there's like a brace. There's also a brace that goes to the chassis on this thing. And I don't think that that's attached to that. We'll just have to see, man. We'll have to see. So, where to start first? I guess I need some tools. I left all my tools all my tools are literally still upstairs. Because I went outside. I spent 20 minutes looking for the remote, but I'll leave you right there so you can watch Vector create chaos. Watch, you'll see what he does. He always like create chaos. I'll be right back. I gotta get a couple tools because I didn't expect to be working on anything. Got this. Yeah, you almost fell off, huh? He almost fell off for you guys, huh? Nice. None of you guys are watching him? It's like a little child. You guys are just going to let him fall onto the floor. You weren't even going to catch him or nothing. Just watch him fall to his death. Nice. Bunch of guys. What's wrong with you? Don't you know you're supposed to watch the kids when they walk away? All right. So let's see what we got here. I almost said kaiju down. HoBao down! We're not bowing down. Just HoBao down. All right, so I guess, man, I'm still unprepared for this. I don't even have wheel wrenches or nothing. I was not expecting this to happen. I don't even know where that stuff is. It's been so long. I haven't had to break out the real tools. There we go. I need that piece of equipment. All right. I can't find the piece that I need. I think I gotta do some like organization here. I'm amazed I actually had these pieces. I hope they're the same ones. Well, at least Vector can be entertaining. There we go. That's what I was looking for. All right. Let's see. Get you a better view here. Maybe something along those lines, maybe. Oh, nice. My wheel nuts weren't even tight. Are you kidding me? Don't even tell me that. Nah, they were. Just the locks on the outside weren't. I don't know how to explain this. I was enjoying driving this too. I think that's what's killing me. I actually was having a blast for like 5 minutes. 5 minutes worth of a blast. Trying to figure out a good camera angle here. I think I'll just leave it like that. Right like there. Man, fast. It was sounding good and everything. All right. So let's see, what does it look like underneath here? So underneath here, got a couple screws we got to take out. Of course, everything's impacted with dirt already. I'm going to go and take this outside and hammer time to these things. I'll actually maybe pick it out, maybe. Maybe I can just pick it out. A lot of times I'll just hammer it. Clear all this out, but maybe that'll be all right. Yeah, I think that worked. And it's probably a 2, right? Or is it? Yeah. Let's get this one right here. Now, I'm not sure if doing this is going to help me just get it out of the way. Should take out that small little back brace too. Sergeant J, what's going on, man? Dude, I was literally out for 5 minutes. Ethan Maxwell, what's going on, guy? So it looks like the center screw on this isn't as long. So 2 outside ones are long screws, 1 inside center screw, or whatever you want to call that. One in the inside screw is a shorty. And as it collapses. All right. So let's see what we got here. So we got all those screws in the bottom, all out. Got a total of 7. 4, which it looks like it's for the mount, possibly for the differential slash arms. So now it looks like, yeah, so that comes off of there. Now we have to go after a couple of screws on the back side of this shock tower that attach it to the differential. And that looks like, yeah, that's a 2. I try to do this as minimally as possible, but I've never had this thing apart, so. And like I said, I prefer not to do any of this with directions because I just want to I don't know, I just want to torture myself and suffer. So shouldn't need any instructions here. Nothing there. And what I should have is my magnet, though. Where's my magnets? Oh, my magnets are outside with the Jaguar. Because I was using the magnets working on the Jaguar. So those are outside too. Come on. All right, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get some magnets. I'll let you watch Vector suffer. He's going. He's actually going to his thing. You can see him right down there. He's gonna try and make it to his charger. I'm sure he'll be fine. Come on. Garbage. All right. Did he make it? Oh, he didn't even make it on there. Guess he gave up. He's going to it now. There he goes. Is he failing? Oh, he made it. Hey. All right. I usually just like to try to have magnets with me just because it makes it much easier just to grab your screws. So it looks like those 4 screws, they're on the back side of that. They look like they're exactly the same. Oh. See, it just makes it easier just when you have magnets just to pull your stuff out of different little locations. So all 4 of those screws are the same. Now, what else? So this can pop off. This feels like it's locked on somehow. And that, I can't tell. Almost looks like the What am I looking at here? I am going to have to release the drive shaft from the back. It looks like there's a screw right there. A couple screws on that back side there. But it looks like that. I can't tell if that's, it should be separate. It looks like it's separate. So you got those 2. 1, 2. And then that, you would think, be able to lift off, but it actually does look like there's 2 screws right there and there. So let's see. Can I lift this off yet? Does. So maybe if I didn't miss anything on the bottom, right? No. Everything's gone on the bottom. Just being a HoBao, I think it's very like integrated. You subbed for Vector? It's the guy with a bonus? Nice. That's the best part. I really don't want to take apart too much here. Kind of wanted to try to keep everything together, but look, it might be fighting me on that. It does feel like, obviously this is separated. I do know that I do have to release that drive cup from there, but that's after the fact. It's got like a little retainer thing on it. And it does look like That's a couple separate pieces right there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like that is for the case. That one's for the case. So it looks like if I go after these upper arms, that might be a section that's holding that together. Kind of seems like it, so I'm going to go for that. I'm going to see if I can just undo that piece right there. All right, so that one fits. And then that's probably a 2 still. Yep, screw's gone forever. That's what these magnets are for. Dump it right in there. See, look at that, huh? Nice. Gotta love magnets. See, there you go. Now, did that help that? Yes, it did. All right, I think that was the ticket. So we'll go after this side, same exact thing. Get our wrench on there. Whoop! That was quick. Hey. Oh, looks like we got some separation. Nice. Cool. All right. So that was that. Now, what else is holding this bad boy in? There is something right there. So maybe what I'll do, I think what I'll do is I'll take off these lower shocks just to make it easy to maybe get pull parts away. Come on, get in there. Discovery RC guy, what's going on? All right, here we go. So now that's away. Leaving that differential kind of in the open. Now this is a separate piece, it looks like, from the front, but with the way it's configured, it's like some weird thing right there. I don't want to have to use an L wrench, but kind of almost seems like I'll have to. Well, maybe I should take off the maybe I should take off the arms, but this seems like a funky thing here. What is that? It's like a weird looking hinge. Everything is loose, so I don't know. wonder if I can just rip these pins out now. Yeah. All right, so the pins. So that's flopped away. And then maybe if I just undo that screw that's right there. I think if I undo that. I can't see what size that is. I think that is a, let's see, we'll go after it with this right here. And that's a no. Same thing on this side. I might have to take the wheel off. Might have to. Oh, looks like I can get to it. So there we go for that one. What I think maybe, I think I might have to pull the screws out of, it kind of looks that way. There's that brace that I was saying that's right there. Now, if I pull those two screws out, what it looks like is that little weird like hinge piece that's attached to the differential. You've got all these locator holes. So obviously this would be for the differential itself. And these holes right here look like they're for that that brace that's right there. So I'm going to pop that out, see what happens. All right. So there is a lock nut in there. Nice. Boy, that's a funky little area. Man, they're definitely wanting you to take this apart a different way, but I'm not doing it. I'm doing it my way. My way is obviously going to be more of a pain in the neck, but I am not taking all of that stuff out of there just to get this out of here. That makes no sense. No, sir. All right. Just got to find the right size ignition wrench to get in there. It's a pretty hefty bolt. Yeah. Gone forever. Where's my cow RC mat? Maybe that would have worked. God, I feel like a cripple right now. Come on. Get in there. It's a good sized bolt in there. Or nut. Good sized nut. Can't tell what, can't really tell what size it is because I'm working on the back side here. All right, I've got more ignition wrenches. Over here. I got a whole pile of ignition wrenches right here, guy. We're good to go. I'll get it. I'll get it eventually. I think I want to sit down. Big Muscle RC. What is going on, guy? What is that? Thank you, sir. If you throw out a donation, man, you got to say what it's for, though. I know you're saying good luck. I'm gonna need it all. Big Muscle. Your name will be going on something, brother. Thank you very much for that, man. I actually fixed my my Raptor too. My Raptor was had a little bit of an issue as well. Last time I drove it, apparently I left the switch on and 100% killed my battery pack, which it's like a 36 volt crazy battery pack that's in that thing. So now I should have an ignition wrench to fix this in here. There we go. That's the one. This ought to be fun. Boy, that was easy, huh? See, that's what's nice about these little ignition wrenches. These things are great. And just pull your screw out of there, your bolt, nut, whatever you want to call it. Bolts, nuts, they're all the same damn thing. A bolt is a nut is a bolt. Go on this side. Am I haphazardly doing this or what? Because I'm trying to stay out of the way of the camera, so I'm literally making it so I can't see nothing. Come on. Hey, here we go. Now, that should completely come apart. I think that whole thing now will slide right out. So I didn't have to take the arms off, but we're there anyway, so. All right. So this whole thing should just slide out now. Should be like an up and away, right? Up and away. Nope. Yeah. So they literally do want me to at least release that tray. So how can I like release that tray without taking off everything here? Damn it, I gotta take off the battery boxes? Are you kidding? Oh, it's awesome. This just turned into a 6-hour live stream. I do, I gotta take off the damn battery boxes. Yeah! All right, that's not bad, right? Just a battery box. So today on RC Guy Garage, I'm going to show you how to take the battery boxes off of a HoBao Hyper MT Sport Plus. Hey, you got to have fun, right? You gotta laugh. You got to smile. You know? You got to take out, you know, excessive amounts of screws that, I don't know, I don't feel like you should have to, but whatever. And of course, this is, oh my God. These screws are exactly the same. And then there's obviously screws that are on the other side. We'll just spin this bad boy around. I'm going to keep these screws up in this top tray. I was really hoping. Really hoping I didn't have to take off too much, but it's all right, though. It's really not that bad. And that piece should probably pop off, too, at the same time, so I don't lose it. Now I'll flip it upside down. Now I'll just go after a couple more screws. Looks like 1, 2... Looks like something from the bottom there. Yeah. So apparently I wasn't done. I gotta take off these forward screws here. Fortunately, it looks like all these screws are the exact same size, so there's no complication in any of this. So I'm leaving all the battery tray stuff up on the top, just so I don't get it confused with other fasteners, just in case we have to go nuts with this thing, which I don't think we have to. It looks like just 2 more screws, I hope. Got that one right there. You know what's funny is while I'm at it, because I actually do have to fix this RC, right? I'm point blank just going to now fix it. Like I'm not gonna do the drive it out of the box the way it is. I'm going to fix the toe. I'm going to fix my camber. I'm going to readjust these battery trays. So these battery trays, you've got the option of being able to go more forward on these things. Sometimes. Let's see if I'm right. There's an open hole right there. And normally you can go forward. So, yeah, you can. All these holes all line up. So I could put the battery tray forward on this thing. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So, people, if you're wondering how this thing does stock out of the box, that's not the way I'm going. As a matter of fact, you know what? Wow, this just turned into a 12-hour live stream. You know why? Because I actually have upgrades for this thing. Where's my transmission? I've got a crazy transmission for this thing. So the transmission that comes, that goes into the Sport Plus 2, I've actually got right here. So this transmission right here, this is an adapter, like a whole setup to be able to throw the MT2 transmission in the MT Sport. So I guess I'll have a spare transmission for some other project. So instead of wiping that out, we'll be able to do that too. But, you know, maybe not this time. Now that I think about it, I just want to get out there and rip it again. I don't want to turn this into a 12-hour live stream. Not today. Never mind. All right. Get that one. This one. There we go. Perfect. Now, I think I actually took the screw and put it down on the bottom, didn't I? So there we go. Out of here. All right, now I can go after the 2 screws, one on each side here, which looks like it'll just give me the ability to prop it up, is my guess. Make sure I get the right size here. It's a 2.5, right? Yep, 2.5. And of course, these are going to be Loctited. So let's put it in power mode. Oh, nice, huh? Yeah, that bad boy was Loctited. Sergeant J, what's going on? Bob Wells, what's going on? The only downfall is you can't install the torque limiter. Yeah, that's all right. What do we need that for? Wow. That was quite the snap. We don't need no stinking torque limiter. Dude, I broke it out of the box. Wow. Oh, my God. Man, was that torqued in there. You know, I got to tell you, these bits that I've got, these things are pretty mint. To be able to take that kind of abuse, that torque. All right. Now I think we're good. This poor thing didn't even have a chance with me. Hey, there we go. I think we got it now. So I'm just going to crank up on this a little bit. Hey, look at that. What a thing of beauty right there. Now that's a differential in there. Look at that thing. That thing pretty much fills the whole thing. So I wish there was a way to figure out why that thing snapped as well as it did. So we'll take that out of there. There's nothing for grease in there. That's garbage. So I'm going to be changing that as well. I'm going to put my special grease in there. I'm going to clean up this whole thing, this whole area. You can see there's just a little smackerel of grease right in that little channel right there. And there's pretty much nothing inside of here. So that's all going to change. So this is what I was saying. Like it had like a hinged piece. See that? See how it's got like a hinge with a little pin and everything that kind of like holds that in there. So need some paper towels. Make sure you wear gloves. So I want to brush this away from the area. You can see how dirty it's not. Get in there. But I'm going to put my special grease in there. You know what grease I'm talking about. I'm not going with the regular stuff I throw in there. The grease I'm going with this time is going to be this right here. My Permatex Silicone Ceramic Extreme. And why am I going with this? Well, point blank, because it works. All right. That's why I make sure I don't got no paper towel pieces in there. Also, try to keep your area as clean as possible, especially when you're putting components back together. So I really hope this is the right drive cup. I feel like it is. Man, I hate it when the thing like grinds on my bench. All right, we'll clear a nice little area here. Get you right down in there so you can see what's going on. So you can see the disaster. All right, well, come on. Stay in position. There we go. All right. Oh, Sergeant J, what's going on? You had a blast with the Capra out in the mountains today. Flew the drone. for some epic shots. Oh, that's awesome, man. That sounds like a good time. Armor Loctite, right. We wrench even if we don't need to, right? He has to take the... No, I didn't have to do that. I just had to release the Kraken. So just release that. It would tip up just enough just to take it out. Stop it, Earl. Yep, I hate wrenching, but sometimes you just gotta. Mitchell, you fixed the shredder? Awesome, dude. Nice. See, I got the screen right here so I can see what's going on. All right. Where am I going to start here? I want to keep some nice fresh paper towels here. Keep my paper towels close on my disaster bench. And it looks like all we need to do is potentially take out, looks like 2 more existing screws to get to this back cover plate. See what he does? Look what he does over here. I know you can see him. Look at it. It's going off-road and everything. Yeah, and you get mad. Huh? What are you mad about? I should do it like this so you guys can see his madness and the madness of the transmission at the same time. So I'll take off the cover here. Get out of here. Go over that way. He gets mad, huh? You see that? See that attitude? Get out of here. Come on. I'm literally trying to pick up the screws and he's trying to throw stuff all over the place already. The little vectors, they are a riot. Because he knows I'm yelling. See him? See? See what I'm saying, man? That's what I'm saying. These guys, they're fun, but not. They cause trouble. That's why I do this. That's why I use my wife's dishes. Because that way he can't mess with stuff. Do as I say. Yeah, you almost fell off, huh? How's that going? How'd that work out for you? Yeah, I know. So I don't know what to do. Kind of want to leave you guys like seeing what's going on here. Maybe if I could do like an overhead thing like this, maybe that'll work. Do it maybe like that or something. That way you can see the little animal. You can watch the little animal causing trouble. All right. That's right. Get out of here. All right. Just 2 screws left on the back side. Obviously, 2 of the screws from the bottom held that section of that covering on the bottom, but everybody already knows that anyway. And those are probably the 2.0s, I'm guessing. And I'll do that by hand. If I can find the wrench. Or the driver. There's a conspiracy? Uh-oh. You kidding me? Tony's in the background right now. What he does is he creeps in the background. That way you don't know he's there when he's actually always there. Come on, you guys saw how many things Tony can have open at once, right? He's got literally everybody's channel that he thinks that he could find a conspiracy on. He'll never find a conspiracy over here. That he thinks he can find a conspiracy on, and he's like right there. So that should release the cover, I hope. Maybe not. It should release the cover. I don't think there's like a hidden another one. Maybe. Is that really a whole half? You know what? Is that crazy? That literally looks like it's a whole half. I wonder if it is. It is. Holy smokes. All right. So it wasn't just those two screws holding this all together. It's got shaft screws. Nice. Now it should, there we go. And there's nothing for grease in this thing. Dude, check it out. That is nothing for grease. There's nothing in here. I'm glad I literally didn't run this. Dude, there's nothing in there. Wow. There's nothing. HoBao is usually really good too. Man. What the heck? Man, it goes to show you, it doesn't matter what manufacturer it is. They're cheap on certain things. Why would you run no grease in that? I certainly am gonna. Wow. That's nuts. This is a pretty nice diff, though. Oh. Damn. What? What's my magnet? Anybody see my magnet? Where did my magnet go? Did I lose it? Come on. I guess I did. Oh, here it is. Oh. I am seeing a bad issue. Wow. This is not good. So this thing has not been ran. All right. Here's your transparency for the channel. Okay. You see how clean this is. You guys know this was literally the first time I took this thing out. Now, I am in no way afraid to certainly show you this. So I wanted to see what this material was. What do you see right there? What's that? What's that right there? So that impact was hard enough to not only break this, but also break that on its first time out. Whoa. What do you see right there? Dude, that's a hole. Look at that. Wow. This is not cool. Wow. Holy smokes. Come on, HoBao. Are you guys kidding me? I couldn't have smashed it that hard. So literally, whatever that took also broke the case. Wow, it did. Look at that. I didn't think that was that hard. Holy crap. Well, I guess that really was an impact. I didn't jump it like 100 feet. At least I don't think I did. Ah, the diff case is junk. Ah, we're not taking this thing out now. I know I don't have a spare diff. What the hell? I know, dude. I'm going to have to figure out. I'm going to have to figure out what happened. But I do like the fact that I can zoom in on this stuff. Look at that. Watch. When I apply pressure to this cup. Hello. Look at that. Hello there. Oh my God. That is terrible. All right. Well, I guess the MT Sport is down. There's no point in going any further. Damn. I guess my eyes work on this thing? Nah, guy. It's all right, man. It is what it is. I'm not surprised. I gotta say though, I actually was happy while it was ripping. I mean, I liked the compactness. Man, you know what I wonder? Will the rear end, what the hell is that? Earl, holy crap, dude. Are you kidding me? Earl Moorhead, you just wiped out the chat, man. Thank you very much, sir. Holy crap, dude. Are you kidding me? Thank you. Wow. Is that because you feel bad for me? Dude, I feel bad for myself here. I wonder if the transmission from there's so much involved. Because I'm pretty sure that the transmission from the MT is different. I can see like just right off. I wonder if footprint wise, I got to remember where the camera is. I got to remember if footprint wise, if that is a possibility to put in an MT. Let's check it out. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to go grab it, pull it off of its shelf. Means I've got to get rid of the stack. See everybody's name. Wait till you see the setup. I'm going to practice on this body, but we'll be ripping this thing pretty soon. I did not expect to break a case. Well, not a case, but a differential. Mad Van down. We're taking them all down. Camaro down. Get this thing out of the way. This thing's actually pretty heavy. Let's just see if... All right, so... that actually looks close. You know that? That actually looks close. Mitchell, dude, thank you. Thank you very much, man. I don't have a big enough bench right now. But I am thinking that I've got to take some pretty good measurements, but just visually looking at it right now, this setup, all the way this whole thing is, looks like it's the exact same as this setup. Oh, losing pots. So, could you imagine if this literally was a drop-in? Because even that brace, just lining it up, I know there's so much more into it, but man, do I scavenge from my MT? Because I think that's all the same. It's definitely a more beefed up scenario. I've got no room in this bench to move. But I wonder. Man, I really wonder. It looks like all of that is potentially the same as this. Man, if it's not the same, it's pretty close. It's obviously updated. That's obviously updated. Because it has a different, kind of has a different look to it. Maybe not. Oh, man. Do I literally tear that out right now just to see if it works? I wonder if it works. I'm literally going to have to clear off another half of this bench here. It literally looks the same. Just visual. Visually, it looks the damn same. See what I'm saying? It really does. Oh, man. I know I'm getting my head in the way, but it looks the same. Crap. Oh, what a decision to make. Do I scavenge my MT? Are you kidding me? I never thought I would do that. This is my beast. I gotta get some stuff out of the way here. I'm gonna remove this transmission just to see So this is probably also a prime example of why you clean your RCs before you put them away. So you don't have to do stuff like this. I feel like this transmission's going to work. This literally just turned into a 12-hour live stream. Wow, I can't believe this. I am taking apart my MT. I'm going to scavenge my favorite truck just so I can see if the baby MT is any good. I hope they didn't do the thing where it, like, something is just the minutest amount off. All right, well, see what happens. I'm gonna need another plate. Ooh. I'll tell you, this is one of the reasons why I like these bits. These bits bite into these fasteners really hard. Mitchell guy, dude, thank you. Again, I need another bowl or plate, because if I'm gonna take this whole thing apart here, I don't want to get these screws confused. I probably wouldn't get them confused anyway. But plate number 2. Sergeant J, so it's a direct swap? Nice guy. Dude, thank you. See? I'm telling you, this is like, all right. So this is exactly what I'm talking about, right? So I didn't ask Sergeant J to do it, and he's literally, he literally just kind of did a fact check. Like, how can you not appreciate people like that? Do you know what I mean? Like, to be able to take the couple of minutes that I wasn't even wasting my time to take, and he's like, right there's the information. I wish I could put the thing up on the screen, but this isn't StreamYard. Sergeant J, thank you, man. Thank you. I didn't even think to do that. I just wanted to just check. Now you ruined it for me. No, just kidding. No, awesome. Now at least I know it's going to work. But watch it be some kind of funky, weird, different gear ratio, even though you said it was all the same. Could you imagine if the... Be a good idea probably to open up that one too, though, to see if anything's broken in that one, because this thing has been through hell. I know you guys have seen how hard I beat the crap out of this thing. So this is actually pretty cool. This is cool. Thank you, Sergeant J. I very much appreciate that, man. That was very nice of you to do that. So at least now we know it's going to work. I'm not wasting my time. Mitchell's RC. I did see that super chat. Thank you very much, man. Thank you, guy. Right. It kind of would be funny. Imagine if there is a small difference in the gearing. That would be crappy. All right. Am I using the wrong wrench? Thought I was using the same wrench. Did they literally just change that? Thought I was using the right one. Am I using the wrong one here? Thought it was this one. Okay, so it's not that wrench. What did I do with the wrench? All right, you know, I got make some room here because I'm gonna end up like losing all my screws. So I'm gonna leave you out like this so you can see what mess I'm dealing with here. I just gotta take this off just for now. Put your RCs away clean, will you? That's the right way. Don't do it the way I do it, which is the stupid way. All right. Oh, I've got no room on this bench, man. I really don't. So I keep all these pots separate. These are all the pots for the Sport. These are the parts for my Scavenge vehicle. Apparently that's what that's going to be now. The MT Scavenge vehicle. Somehow that fell off of there. These are nice shocks, though. Or at least they seem like they're nice shocks. Put all these parts over here. Get all this garbage out of here. Hey, there's my gloves. I was looking for these. That's a battery tray from the Camo X4, the one that I like just haphazardly modified to do what I wanted it to do, and then I made my real one. These little battery banks, these things are awesome. This thing has got like 5% juice in it right now because I used it all day yesterday. Get my scale out of here. Get all my MT body clips out of here. Put those. Actually, these aren't the MT, that's those. These are drag bug. So these are drag bug clips. Straps. Drag bug's wheel. That. This out of here. Put that there. All right, that's a little better. All right. Now I'll just grab my trash. That is a little electronic piece from my stupid Raptor 2 that was broken like from the factory. That kind of aggravated me. All right. start off with a clean slate here, kind of, sort of. There we go. Much better. All right, now I can put the MT up here. Justin O'Neill and Jerry VRC, you guys must be in heaven right now. You must be in heaven. All right, so we obviously got those 2 screws that are up here that I'm using my little ignition wrench for. Same size, 2.5. Make sure that's dug in there. And it's out. Now on this one, I don't think there is anything that obstructs this end. There's just an extra brace that goes through, which is a massive Allen wrench. So that is a 4. All right, it will be easier to take these wheels off. So we'll go ahead and take these wheels off. I cannot believe I'm scavenging my MT2 for the original MT. I cannot say that name. Bex. Oh no. Bexente, RC, Rule, and there isn't the rest of it. How do I thank you. I can't say your name though. Thank you very much for that. I'm going to write your name down, but your whole name isn't there. You know that? I can't actually see your whole name. How do I make it so I see his whole name? I can't even see the guy's whole name. How do I see what his name was? Chat? Oops. There we go. Okay, I got your whole name now. B E X. Oh, let it go. B E X E N T E R C, and then it's R O U L E, and then it's OUPAS. That is a massive name. Thank you very much for that, sir. I wish I could say your name the correct way. Thanks, man. It's weird to take apart. It's weird to take apart this RC to scavenge it for a smaller one. But I'm all right with it now. So it is what it is. So what did I need to do? Oh yeah. I need to go after these pieces on the side here. There's two, one on each side. It's just for extra bracing. Keep our little parts straight close. It's like Frankenstein's bolts on the left and right side here. Ah, is that just spinning? It is. Dang it. It doesn't like that. So what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to grip that shaft, because the shaft itself goes all the way through, but it's spinning right now, and I need to grip it with pliers. So I'm just going to get in there with these, try and grip it like that, see if that works. There we go. So that should be for that. Now I just have to get after these bolts right here, these three coming right across. And that's going to be the 2, I believe. Yep. So same thing, 2 screws on the outside are obviously longer because those go into that differential cover. So now let's see this one. Here we go. Just make sure that those get in there. Oh, something just fell out. Something just fell on the ground. Ah, it was a nut. Look at that. Oh! Oh, no. Oh, man. See, I'm bad, man. I am so bad. No wonder why all my stuff just is turned into garbage, because I treat it like garbage. Holy crap, look at all the rust in there. Oh, that's terrible. Here, look. Look, you want to get a oops. Come on. Want to get a visual in there? Oh, stop it. Oh, no. Cancel. How come it's not letting me zoom in now? Why is that? Oh, there we go. Look at the rust in there. I am the most horriblest person when it comes to treating my RCs nice. And they would probably well, actually, you know what? This thing's been beaten to heck. I don't know. Just don't do what I do. That's all. And you'll be safe. Don't wreck your stuff. Now I need to snip that. I need to snip my zippy ties. Oh, this just turned into just kind of can of worms, but maybe not that bad. So, not sure where the other one is. But I've got my zip ties. Right here, which I'm going to snip that, get it out of the way, snip that. Hey, there we go. Now I can take this out of here. I cannot believe I just, oh, there goes more parts. Can't believe I just scavenged my MT. Never thought I would do that. Not to that truck. It's only a temporary scavenging. All right. So now, want to release the tower, but with the wheelie bar, it's a little different. So I'm going to take out those two screws that are right in there for the wheelie bar. Which looks like it's the two. Come on, get in there. Wheelie bar out. Apparently a dog tagged the diff, dude. Look at this thing. Did you get a chance to see it, man? Look at, I'll zoom in on it. I crashed this once, and I obviously broke the cup, but along with breaking the cup, it broke the diff. It broke actually the diff case, or the diff cup. Look at that. It's got a mouth now. Hello. So this was literally the first time out, man. It's obviously a weakness because it came from that crack. You know, look at that. But the thing is brand new. So at least it's got brand new internals. I just need to order a kit. But look at this thing. This thing has been beat to heck. Look at this one. Look at the wear. You know what I mean? This thing has been to hell and back, and I don't have any issues. I mean, granted, I don't know until I open that up whether if I've got issues inside or not. But Sergeant J just did a quick cross-reference because I was just blindly going into it. Hoping that it would work, and Sergeant J did a quick check, and he was like, everything's the same. Literally, I could probably transplant this whole thing into that truck. Then it would give it like massively a wide rear stance. But I do want to run the truck kind of still stock. It's going to be stock. It's still going to be stock. So I guess that's all that matters, is that it still will be stock. So, yeah. I just got to go after these couple of other screws here. That's not the right size. Pay attention, guy. Hey, Earl, you do the same thing. What are you talking about? Come on. I'm sure you would do the same exact thing. You would scavenge one of your cars. Oh, then again, maybe not. You'd probably already just have the parts. So I can't say that. You probably would just have you probably would just point blank have the parts. I guess it would be nice to get this thing nice and clean. I mean, I haven't had to have this thing down to that. Sergeant J, what are you saying? If you were If you were going to be mad when you watch my video. If I was what? If you were just trying to get the if you were just trying to get the diff itself out, I'll have to look closer though. Is there some lines on it, but I think they might be casting marks. Double up, low key pay. What? If you are going to be mad when you watch my video. The diff. Right. Like the back half. Oh, right. You're just talking about just taking out the whole, just the actual piece out? Because all you got to do is just take out 1, 2, what? And then the whole thing just pops out? Watch. All you had to do is probably take out 1, 2, 3, 4, and that whole case comes out, doesn't it? All right. Listen, Sergeant J, let's check it out. I bet you're right, guy. Let's see. Sergeant J is like, what are you doing, guy? You don't have to do that much work. Watch my damn video. Let's see. Let's see. I got 2 more to take out, Sergeant J. I'm going after it. Going after those 2. Is that literally all I have to do? Dude, that would be so awesome if that's the case. I wasn't even paying attention how it came apart. I'm just like, oh yeah, it looks like all this has to come off. That's why this is not an instructional video. If this was an instructional video, this would be different. Watch. Is that case just going to pop off now? It does. It stinking does. I can tell right now. I gotta push that down, but that probably comes right out, doesn't it? Watch. Ready? Oh, you do have to pull the pins. Yeah, you do have to pull the pins, though, don't you? So you probably do have to pull the pins. I'm guessing. I'm just guessing here. Where's my pin puller? I had a... Because I pushed all my tools away. So, pretty sure, right? Probably just pull these pins. Come on. Pull! Let's see. Just have to pull it just enough for that thing to get out. Just a little bit more. There we go. Swing it down. Swing it down. And then all you gotta do is pull the cap. Nice, Sergeant J. Sergeant J, killing it again, guy. Nice. Yeah, this one has no grease either. Holy smokes. Come on, get out of there. I'll tell you, with as much abuse as this has had, really surprised. I thought I changed the diff fluid in this thing. It feels like I didn't. Yeah, all this is literally the same. So all I've got to do is just basically just clean this one up. Clean it up and swap in a 100,000... Swap in a 100,000 mile rear differential. That diff isn't dog proof. Should probably check like the bearings and everything. Actually, the bearings feel mint. Sergeant J, that's awesome, man. That is such a riot. Dude, you don't have to do that. No, wait, stop. See, that's when you wish there was like a bell notification on my end. Ding, 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 ding. Dude, stop what you're doing. You don't have to take all those screws out. All right, cool. I think I almost feel like I want to crack this open because I'm not liking how free that is. And I thought I changed the diff. You know, I might not have. Actually, I never did. This differential stock. It's the front diff that I locked up. Feels like it's the exact same, except this one feels more broken in. So maybe I'll just run it. This one has been to hell and back, and this one did not break. So I think I'll just clean up the teeth and install this into the MT. Oops. Into the baby MT. There's a little bit of play, but no, it's the same. This one is just more broken in, though. You know, sometimes you shouldn't like just do things half something. So I think what I will do, that really stinks though that this case is broken. These do look like they're the same exact thing. Yeah, they definitely are. These are exact. Although that bearing looks a little different. So that bearing's actually sitting on that case. No, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just my eyes. You know what, though? Wait a minute. The diff cups slightly changed. You know that? Lining it up end to end, the diff cup on the MT is actually slightly longer, which is better. Do you see that? Here, I'm going to try and zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. See when I line up? Yeah, broken end. So when I line up end to end, see right there? See how the MT second version is actually a longer cup? Huh. I wonder if that also gives it more material. I think it does. Trying to tell this way. I think it does. It definitely does. Look at that. So that was a revision. Ha ha! So these cups right here, I think, are MT2 cups. This actually came with, I think, my MT2. Is this one the same thing? That's interesting. So the MT2, even the out drive cups for the CV joints or for the CV axles, dog bones, whatever you want to call them, it's still a dog bone that goes into one side. That's why I call it dog bones. So there's actually more meat. There's more meat on this. So right in this area right here, on these MT2s, there's actually more meat here. So where that little wear line is actually where, like it's further below. Like, do you see what I'm saying? I know you guys can see this. See the difference? It's hard to show. How do I I can show it this way, right? Just bear with me here. You'll see what I'm talking about. You see how it doesn't go down as far into on this one, giving it actually more meat? So that's why this broke. That's why there's a revision. So that's why the MT2 is better. Little stupid things like that. So I guess if you're ordering cups for your MT Sport, you're better off getting these ones because these ones are more stronger. That's why these didn't break. With all the destruction I've done to that thing, that's why it didn't break. All right. Cool. That aside, clear off the bench, and I'm wearing white shorts. Absolutely the wrong clothes to wear as usual. No idea why I put on a light colored short. All right, so let's break open into this diff, and while we're here, we might as well fill this with some real good stuff. What? 20 mil? Could fill this rear differential with 20 mil. Turn it into a real posse. Should be doing this over this. So what he's doing is getting into a fight with the thing. Is the MT we are? Yes. It's the MT Sport. Well, we're actually working on both right now, but I'm actually scavenging. I'm actually scavenging from my MT 2, the Diff, because the factory one blew out. So everything looks all right in there, though. It actually looks good. That is just about like factory, the right amount of grease inside. Look at all this rust. Terrible. But the inside is mint. The inside actually looks really good. Even like cleanliness wise, it actually looks pretty good. So you know what? Do I want to just take 1 million and just slam it in there? I wonder. You know what? I gotta stop doing things the wrong way. I gotta stop being lazy. Let's just do it. Clean it all out. It doesn't take much to clean it out. I want to get out there and rip it. That's the problem. And I'm literally watching the time go. It's almost 3 o'clock already. Before I know it, you listen to me whine back, and before I know it, it'll be pitch black outside. Because in the good old state of Massachusetts, it gets dark around 5 p.m. So I'll just clean this up. Just with paper towels. That'll be good enough. Make sure you wear gloves when you do this stuff. Don't get this garbage on your hands. Oh, are you taking your diff out to check for cracks? As I'm watching, you're taking yours apart too. That's awesome. I'm going to say you probably won't. But then again, might be good to know, Mr. Wells. Imagine that. Could you imagine if yours is broken? But this is sport, so I'm hoping that just the little improvements that they made with this thing, just even the cups, seeing that just the minorest change in the cups themselves, how that changed. Do you know what I'm saying? Just don't forget about your shims. Don't lose your shims. See how the shim will fall off on there? Just don't lose your shims. HoBao was thinking about servicing that diff? Yeah, apparently. See, the shim that's right on there. Just don't lose it. See? Nice, Mitchell. You getting a nice, fresh, paved surface to go ripping on? Nothing wrong with that. Right. It really is. I'm kind of surprised. Kind of surprised that it broke. That's why I think that it shocks me. Because everything that I've gotten from HoBao so far, with the exception of one vehicle in particular, but again, number one, I used it on a track, an indoor track that I probably shouldn't have been using it on, and I went backwards around the track, and that's when that's when I had a little bit of an issue. Totally my fault. But that, though, that's a little different. That's why I think I'm like I said, that's why I'm a little shocked. Now, I should go hit this with some brake clean. get all that rust off the gear, but I think we'll be good. Shaft guy, what's going on, man? I'm gonna go tag this with a shot of brake clean. I'll be right back. That's much more better. Yeah, that's nice. Let's move everything over to the clean side. All right. So I think we're good enough in there. So now I'll grab my I think I want to use. Do you want to use 1 million for the rear? So I've got 1 million that I can use. I've got 500K that I could use. And I think, do I want to go with 500? Or do I want to go with 1 mil? So let's see. Yeah. I definitely think I want to go with 1 mil. Well, actually, no, this is for the sport. This is for the sport. Maybe I should stay with 5. Yeah, maybe I'll stay with 5 for the sport. Boy, that 1 million fluid has almost like a super glue smell to it. Should use a heat gun, heat that bottle up a little bit. Why do they make these bottles so tiny? It's like nothing in them. Just more complaints. I know why I reached for the 1 million, because I don't like waiting for this 5. Come on. Just get out. They should make these bottles so they stick upside down too. Sergeant J. Oh, I didn't even see he was leaving. No, you got it, man. I definitely will. I definitely will. Come on. I hate these tiny bottles. These things are stupid. They shouldn't make this stuff 10th scale. Come on. Like, seriously. Why is this garbage 10th scale? I don't know who needs fluids in 10th scale. You saw that. Just popped right off. Because you're not supposed to roll it on. That's part of the problem. Looks like that's seated all the way. Looks good to me. What's my method? RC Guide Garage method. More fun. Might take a week or so. Just make sure. This is just a habit when you put stuff like this together. I do what's called like the star pattern. Nothing is cranked down till you get down to like the end. And I'll literally just go opposite to opposite. I think my wife is home. By the way I hear the dog's tails wagging, I think she just came home. There we go. Yep, I'm going to say yes, because now I can hear the dogs outside. Yeah, that's much more stickier. That should help with a little bit of posi action. Still almost wish I put 20 mil in there now, but that's all right. 20 mil will probably be for my MT. That kind of stinks. My MT's down now. That's all right. And resolve that at a later date. Make sure you clean off all your tools, put all your stuff away. Now, wear-wise, I'm not going to worry wear-wise between... I probably could have switched the ring gear out, but I'm really not worried about it. Should be fine. So now, let's drag this bad boy in here. Make sure all of this is clean before we put this back together. And I'm going to put my special grease in there. My caliper grease. Why not? I like to be different. Here's a good question. Crap. Which side is which? Okay, I think I can see. So, the side with that little clean ridge. I think we're going like this. There actually is a slight amount of No, it's the same. Okay. So that's how unworn these gears are. Perfect, I guess, right? I think both bearing sides felt fine. Yeah. Bearings on these things are mint. Pretty sure that is the side. What's funny is I can't tell from that side. Maybe I can. Because that would be the sling of the grease. So pretty sure that is going in the right way. So I think we're good there. I should definitely do it. That should keep it nice and moist in there. Yeah. That works. YouTube mobile's garbage? Yeah, I bet. Take the whole car apart to put in a battery. Yeah, I know, guy. I don't know, man. I don't know. And like I said, I didn't take that apart before. At least I don't remember. I know I didn't take this one apart. I mean, I was going in blind, knowing whether if this was even going to work. So, it's not bad. It works. All right, so we're good there. So we just take that, slide that to the side for now. So does that mean that I could actually use the wheelie bar on this MT? Because if this rear is technically the same, it does look like you could use it, doesn't it? You know that? I wonder. Well, no, maybe not. What's different about that? I can't tell. Right, you'll be able to see if your diff is leaking exactly. Give you a nice little orange tinge. Yep, leaks. Sweet. All right. Can the wheelie bar be used? It does literally look like it's all the same stuff except for the shock tower is definitely, yeah, so the shock tower itself is different. So in order to mount that, it looks as though you would have to switch over to the MT2 setup if you were going to use a wheelie bar. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think we do. I think it'll be all right. Should keep that away from the clean parts we're going to clean. And then, just to make it easier on myself, I think I will take this wheel off just to make the assembly easier. What do I do with the Today, that's right. Mitchell, dude, haven't you figured it out? It's always what not to do on RC Guy Garage. Today on RC Guy Garage, if you want to waste your time, watch this video. Today on RC Guy Garage, I'm going to show you the proper way to not do something. That should be the series. How to not work on an RC car. Now, where's my, what do I do with the pins? These pins aren't blue. These are those funky color. It's like that gray blue. Today on RC Guy Garage, I'm going to show you how to not work on your RC the right way. Now it's these long bad boys right here. My pins. There they are. There. Aunt Jemima. Nice. All right. All right. Here we go. Now, there was no funky screw, I don't think, that was to that front, because it was the upper camber arms that linked that together. So now I think we can pull this in. I don't know why that little thing is there. Let's see what's going on here. So that hinge right like that. Then try to get you in here. Let's see what's going on here. Let me rotate this. that's all right, right? Yeah, it's an okay visual. So that's going to be that middle right there. So now we can go ahead and install our tower. Actually, that's not that one. That's the wrong one. It's these two right here. And this one. Gone forever. See you later, Earl. Thanks for coming by, man. See you later, Earl. You'll have to link the tool bit. Yeah, these, you know what's funny is initially on these driver bits, I point blank, I didn't like them at first, but as I've used them, they were definitely worth their cost. I think they were only like 20 bucks. But initially what I had seen out of the box, see how it's got that little bit of a wiggle? It's so negligible that it doesn't even bother me. But with how these bits are wearing, which is pretty much next to nothing, they grip all the fasteners super tight, which is nice. Sometimes you actually have to fight to pull the fastener off, like almost snap the fastener off, which I do appreciate because it really makes sure that you get in and bite all of your fasteners. That is one thing that I do like. And did I literally just put this transmission in? I did. I put the damn transmission in without putting the dog bone in. I just realized it right now. That was what you call a bonehead maneuver. So I can just loosen up this case right here. And I can drop the case down and then just fit the dog bone in there. But I can't believe that I did that. I'm looking at it. I don't know where the dog bone is. There it is. So we're doing kind of an unnecessary step because I wasn't paying attention. So it looks like 6, 7, 8 screws to pop that thing out. Or I might be able to tip it. We'll see. Yeah, I pulled a Mitchell. Nah, dude, I pulled an RC guy. Been doing stuff like that. Been doing stuff like that for years, guy. What I should do, though, you know what? It's going to happen. One thing that I know that's going to happen right now is I need to put these 4 large screws in to stop the motor plate from moving. I'm not even going to worry about thread lock right now. I want to get this thing ripping. Oh, be careful with that. That is definitely in there. So let's see how bad that's stripped. Then just had thread back in it. For some reason, these back ones are wicked tight. It just had some residual thread lock in it. Oh, wrong way. Now this should just tip. Get that dog bone in there. Tip a little bit more. A little bit more. Come on, you're almost there. Oh, it's so close. So close. It's the other dog bone that's causing it to not go in. Ooh, so close. Can I go the other way? Some more room. So close, it's just not gonna go in. Should be able to just get it squished squeak it past that. It's like right there. Come on, just get in there. You're like just a skosh. Can't tip it enough. All right, so what if I go the other way? That way. Cut that. Push it down. So damn close. It's like right there. Come on, get in there. Come on. Make your way up. Just the slightest amount there, you get it to go back. But it'd be a lot easier probably if I just take it apart. All right, let's try it again. Maybe I do want that plate to tip down now. Isn't that novel? What I think I have to do, I gotta check the location of that battery. The battery tray. So I want to relocate that right away. I have a feeling one of these screws goes into that, yeah, there it is right there. One of these screws, I think, goes into the tray. I can't remember. But because I'm mounting it forward anyway, because I want the batteries more forward, so we're all good. Throw on the back wheels. That's my other tire. Oh, wow. These fronts are super loose, too. Oh, and the front one's missing. That's no good. So it obviously ripped out. Awesome. Oh, I remembered I made these loose. Yep. All right. Well, it looks like it's ready except for the battery trays. Wherever I want to relocate these battery trays here. I guess however I want to place them in. Looks like this is that side. Where's the other battery tray? Right here. So bring these battery trays a little bit more forward. Right there and there. Looks like that works. So yeah, so there is a screw that's on that motor plate that does get used for the battery tray. And it looks like there's another one that is, it looks like it's pre-threaded. So there is actually a screw that's pre-threaded. So I'm going to pop out this screw right here. Place this in the spot. Just drive the screw through here just to hold it in place. screw through the transmission down here, which, is that actually lined up? No, it's not. Wait a minute, is it? No, it's actually not. So that one, well, you can move it forward. It actually doesn't do a thing. All right, that's kind of funky. And I don't think it's going to make a difference if these were reversed. So, does it? No, it does not. But there is another hole that lines up. So it looks like that hole is point blank not used. And the forward hole, this one, does look like it's kind of lined up. So if you see what I'm saying, there's actually a threaded hole that's right here, right there. That one should take this fastener right here, I believe. Yep. That's a threaded hole. And then you got one that's going to come through the bottom at the top, right over through here. Just like this. Oh. Just like this. Can't see it. Where is it? It's right there somewhere. So there's those ones. And then you've got one right here towards the back. Right there. I'll just do the same thing on this side. Line that tray up. Right through here. Ooh, watch out for that wire. Actually, it looks like I might have forgotten one transmission screw. Let's see if I can get it. Yep, right there, I think. But I think I can't get it. Yep. So we are not going to mess with that. I am going to take that back off. Because I just noticed that I thought that was one of the ones that I needed to screw through, but apparently not. So I could be taking this off completely as a waste. But better safe than sorry. Give this thing a chance. We'll try it again. On, off, on, off. I think it's a hole. Is it? Maybe it's not. Yep. Definitely is. Now we'll go after the last two. One right here. And one more underneath, which is right here. That one I need 2 hands for. There we go. So there we go. Hopefully, yeah. MT should be back in business now. I'm going to toss a couple battery packs back into it. Wherever they went. Right over here. It's my HRB 5000s. That should work. That one in there. That should work. Get my strap set up. So, I want to go this way. I think I want to go this way. Yep, that'll work. Now, hopefully, we are back in business. The gear mesh is a little not what I like, but I'm just going to go with it. I just want to get out there and rip this thing. Kind of getting tired of just working on it. I want to just go drive it. Velcro straps seem a little long. Velcro strap this side as well. Where's the other Velcro strap? Okay. I don't know where the other Velcro strap is. That's awesome. Anybody see a Velcro strap? Here we go. Oh, and stuff that in there. Should be interesting. I didn't even give this car a chance out of the box with its batteries configuration, but that's all right. I'm sure it's fine. I do say I like the way the packs are lining up as far as Velcroing right now, because the way it was before, the way the Velcro strap actually came into the gear mesh, which, yeah, that's no bueno. So, all right. So I pretty much think this is it. I'll be able to take it out for a rip right now. Where's my remote? It's not that one. Don't even tell me I don't have the remote again. It's got to be here somewhere. Can't have gotten that far. There it is. All right. Let's power this on. I know we didn't do anything with power, but it might be nice to see. It does have pretty quick steering. The servo is actually very strong too, so. Yep, I think it's ready to rip. All right. Take it out for another blast. I do not particularly care for this stock gear mesh. That is a little too loose for me. So you know what? I know I said I wasn't going to adjust it, but yeah, I can't deal with that. I can't have that mesh that loose. So I'm going to tighten up the mesh just a little bit. I don't like it. Too sloppy for me. I don't mind some slop, but that's a little too much for me. So I'm just going to crack these. And I'm going to give it a little bit of tighter adjustment. That seems better. That's more like it right there. Yeah, that's way better. All right, let's see. All right, well, now I'll be able to add to the video. So, unfortunately, I don't know if it's my bad luck or whatever the heck happened, but taking out the HoBao Sport on its first rip, and I broke it. And I'll tell you, what's nuts is that's not the first vehicle that I've done that to. I've done that to other vehicles too. It's just, I don't know. Just chalk it up to crappy driving. You'll see in the video. None of my videos are edited for that way. Usually my videos are edited for the pauses in between my thoughts. You know, like the major long, and then squirrel, and then usually I'll like cut those out. But I usually chop it up so at least it's kind of watchable. Some people don't like the fact that I talk in my videos, and you know what? At this point right now, could care less. I talk in my videos. So, little bit of an issue. Unfortunately, I want to say that this was definitely an inherent weakness that was probably within this first generation HoBao Sport. And point blank, I was able to show a visual that the outdrive cups on this differential, at least for the rear, which I'm assuming is probably the same for the front. Look how dangerous that piece of metal is, man. It's like a fish hook. the revision for the MT2 definitely made it different. So I don't know if the revision has been across the board, meaning even if you were to order up this part for the Sport, whether if now the part that you get is for the MT2 anyways, because obviously we just saw that I was able to take, basically, you could take out the whole suspension, the whole rear end suspension, and you could put it in this truck. And that would also give it a wider stance as well. So I'm assuming like literally everything's kind of like the same, just bigger and more heftier on the MT2. So, but I do have to say one thing right away out of the box when I was driving it, you could hear it in my voice. I was not happy about smashing up my nice body, but it was at least getting it out there and ripping it. And what I was liking was I really was liking the more compactness of this truck. So if all it's going to take is just a couple of little upgrades that are like, what, couple bucks a piece, I don't have any qualms with that. I'll drive it. I'll break it. I'll know right now. I know that I should just get, well, yeah, I am going to have to get a whole new diff just because that one was, a bad issue. So, but right now I've got the gear mesh. I'll show you how I like my gear mesh. This is loose obviously for this mod gearing, but this is how I like to have my gear mesh. So, and I don't do it by paper. I just do it literally by feel, sound. This is how I set it up. All right. That was like twice as worse factory. So I think that's actually going to work very well. So I don't really overall have an impression of the MT2 yet. I'm sure I will. I mean, not the MT2, the MT Sport. I'm sure I will. After me taking it out for a rip right now. But thank you everybody for coming to this live stream. It was kind of a unique live stream. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. I literally thought I was just going to pull it apart and not have parts. And then I realized, oh, I have parts. And then in midstream, I'm like, wait a minute. I think these were MT2s. So I wonder, you know what I mean? It was like that whole process. And as I'm like pulling it apart, Sergeant J did a quick cross-reference with parts manuals. And before I even had a chance to take it apart, he confirmed that the part numbers cross-referenced. So, or they were the same or whatever. So, and that worked out. I mean, I was going to swap it anyway, but it definitely helped knowing that I could just pop things apart. And then realizing that I technically didn't have to take out as much that I took out, but here's the other aspect of it. Now I know what it takes to pop the shock tower off. Now I know it only takes what, 4 screws, 5 screws, 6 screws, 6 screws to pop out six screws to pop out that back case in order to just literally swap out the a diff. So that's not too bad. I definitely, like I said, I like the compactness of this truck. I think I'm going to enjoy this thing as long as we stop breaking it. The next weak point apparently is the center transmission, and I actually do have that brand new transmission in the bag. I did open it up, and it's basically, it's an MT2 transmission with adapter plates to take it and put it inside of this MT Sport. I think I'm gonna have a blast with it. I hate to say that I might like this truck more than, well, it's not even up there anymore, more than the Donator truck. I like them. I don't know, man. I want to say I like them both just because the limited experience that I did get with that, actually it ripped pretty good. I was liking it, and that's also why I broke it, because this was my first time out with it. Not having the wheelie bar probably didn't help because I think, if I remember correctly, again, try to do everything by memory, but in the moment, I think when I jumped it and I was coming downhill, so the jump was higher, when I landed it, I'm pretty sure that if I remember right, I'm pretty sure I overdrove the correction, like it was going for an endo. And I think I just overdrove the correction. And when I landed on that right side under power. And you're not supposed to do that. So number one, landed straight down on its tail. No wheelie bar to kind of help absorb that tail end smash. And then obviously a single landing, but then also, again, realizing the difference between the two cups. The revision for the MT2 is obviously better. I mean, God, if you've seen what I do to that HoBao MT2, that last drive that I did with it where I bent a shock shaft, I literally was trying to break it. Like, I mean, not like 100 miles an hour into a brick wall break it, but I was driving it with no care, meaning I was purposely landing it wrong. And I even had people like say on that video, "Oh, dude, learn how to drive." It's like, you have no idea what I'm doing. Why don't you just keep your mouth shut? You know what I mean? It's just like, I'm point blank. I'm driving it to hurt it, and it's not getting hurt. That's what I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to show you that no, it's not an X Max. It's not, you know, a $1,000 truck or $1,500 truck or however much those things are. But as far as the scale of this truck, it's a good truck. I like it, and I keep looking at this one, but it's the other one. My what do I call that? I call that one Old Faithful. So, all right, I'm out. You guys should get out there and rip it too. That's what I always say. You should just do it. Get out there and rip it. Now I'm gonna turn this around so I can say hello or goodbye to everybody. So we've got who do we got here? In the chat, first of all, I actually have to thank the Holy Smokes donators. Now, Earl's not even here, but Earl slammed it out of the park with Holy Crap donation. We got Big Muscle RC. We got Mitchell's RC. And then we have a name that I murder when I try and say it. I think it's Bevente RC Rule Au Pas, I think. Thank you very much for those donations. Definitely, like I said, you guys know where it goes to. It goes right back into the channel. I'm still blown away by even the amount of subscribers that I have right now. That blows me away. Blows me away that I can't even figure out how to make my camera stop messing up. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I don't know. Thank you. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna jump into the chat. I thank the donators for that. All right, Sergeant J, man. You know what? I'm like I said, I'm thanking you because, I mean, I was gonna make the swap anyway, and it kind of would have stunk if I went that whole distance and then realized that it wasn't. So I appreciate you doing the footwork like that. That was awesome, man. You didn't have to do that, and thank you, Sergeant J, for doing that. So we've got Stack. Stack, this is your first time on here. Never seen you before. Scruffy Page, Bob Wells. Good street. Stack, thank you, man. Thank you about that. Bob Wells a bunch of times, man. Like I said, if anybody's trying to get my attention, try to just do the @RCI Garage. Shows up as the little red square or box. That way I know somebody's saying, hey, trying to talk to you. It's just easier because most of the time you guys are just talking to each other, and that's how it should be. Bob Wells and Stack were like killing it. CCXRC was here. What's going on, guy? Who else? I think that's it. RC Master was here. But he said goodbye. I didn't even know. Who else is here? Yeah, I think everybody's just kind of sitting back, being quiet, and just watching the show, which is fine. No big deal. That's the good part about this. You know what I mean? You know, you go to somebody's house, you go to a party, you don't have to be the one making all the noise. Let's see. I think that's it though. It's literally between Stack, Bob Wells, and yeah, that's oh, Mitchell. Okay, you're still here, guy. Charles Schaefer, what's going on, man? And then Sergeant J was just kind of hanging back. So, and Scruffy Page, obviously. Morning later, matey. Yeah. All right, so I'm out. I'm gonna go add more content to that video, so it just didn't end there, because to be honest with you, I don't even know how long I was out there for. I want to say I was out there for 5 minutes, but it was probably longer than that. But anyways, all right, I'm gonna get out there and rip it. The sun is still out. I suggest if you guys got the opportunity to go and rip it too, go do it, because life is short. You might as well have fun. So, all right, I'm out. Thank you guys. Truly, like really. Not one of those YouTubers that's like, oh, thank you. It's like all that fake stuff. This ain't fake. So, all right, guys, I'm out. Thank you very much. Go out and rip it, will you? Or go tell Tony to go on a live right now. All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye.